This is a good looking car. This is a Ford Squire. Interesting looking car. It's Ford RS 2000. Regular view. Iconic Datsun 240Z in the green. Very, very brilliant. Fantastic looking Cadillac. Ford Cortina Mark II, obviously. Guess this is a classic Willys Jeep.
Well, it's so nice to see so many of these. Of course.
Hi, thanks for joining me. So today you find me at a slightly damp Bridwell Park for the Uffculme show and country fair. There still looks to be an excellent classic car display, and we're going to get on straight away and have a good look at that. There are one or two other things like military vehicles, tractors, etc., stationary engines, and I'll put a little bit of footage at the end of that. So yeah, let's get on and have a good look. Beautiful house. So we are looking at some vehicles from the North Devon Sports and Classic Car Club. And straight away we have a very good looking Dolomite Sprint in the white. Morgan Rover Cabriolet. I think that is a Nissan 300 ZX. Another Morgan. Always difficult to tell with Morgans, isn't it, how old they are, because they look no different now, the recently produced ones. MGB GT, got the mini light style wheels. And this is one of those very, very large Ford Galaxies. Great big three-door, huge length of the vehicle. It's hard to imagine these racing competitively against things like Mini Cooper S's and so on back in the 60s. Lovely Alvis. It's a nice looking car. Lots of glass. Very little in the way of pillars. You'd almost think that was some sort of hardtop, but it's not. It's obviously an integral part of the shell. Well, that's about as snazzy looking MGB GT as you're going to find, if sports appeal is your thing. Don't know what the story is behind this car, but you can see we got the wheel arch extensions. Whether that would be running a traditional MGB engine, I don't know. I think that is a Triumph Roadster. Triumph TR4.
like 3 dials down there.
TR7.
You look down there. Oh wow. This is a field up. The field's got one of these destroyed, and you cut that much out. That much has been cut out of it. But then if you are cocktail, it's shorter, like 30 centimeters.
Toyota MR2. A very desirable Audi Quattro.
This is the same, handles, everything. So these are nightmare, these all fail, the rubber goes funny in them, so it's rubber.
Daddy, dear.
I know, I just saw them.
It's definitely a bit of a looker, that one.
I said Phil would go mad for that.
This is a interesting looking little car that you're not going to see very often at all. It's an AC. I don't really know a lot about them, but it's quite a good looking little car. Almost looks a bit sort of Lancia Stratos looking. A really pretty little car. MGB GT with the black rubber bumpers and another Morgan. So here we have a row of Cobra, AC Cobra replicas. Don't think this one's realised that the sun's come out yet. So these cars were produced by a number of different manufacturers, all of course mimicking the very, very desirable, lucky to see a genuine one, AC Cobra. And this one, for argument's sake, I think that could be a Pilgrim. Not 100% sure, to be fair. So you've got a few companies out there, Pilgrim being one of them, Dax being another, and the more you look at them, the more you can see subtle differences in the way their wheel arches and things are finished off. The rollover hoops at the back, see some have got doubles, some have got singles, and this is nice. It's a very original little mini city. Got the mini light wheels on, but very pretty little car. Morris 1000, 2-door. Little mini moke. And a minivan. Seems to have had that original grille that minivans had. It's either been chopped out or they've replaced the front panel with a traditional mini front panel. Paul Smith Mini. I think this was a limited sort of a limited production run. They seem to be very collectible and desirable. Mini Cooper, MGB Tourer with the rubber bumpers, and this one I have seen a couple of times. This is obviously another MGB Tourer. It's got this very interesting hard top, really cool. Don't know who the maker is of that, but that looks a nice little option. So we've got MGB GT V8 and the traditional rubber bumper version beside it. I'm trying not to hang around too long definitely taken advantage of this window of sunshine that I've got at the moment.
It was a wicked and wild wind, blew down the doors of letting in, shattered windows and the sound of drums.
One fairly used Land Rover Series 1. Another MGB GT with the V8. Morris 8. Millie. It's a very nice looking example. Interesting looking luggage box hanging off the rear end. That's a Daimler 250. That's very similar to things like Jaguar Mark IIs, but of course the Daimler variant. There's a Volvo 740, the saloon version. Interesting when people pick a particular vehicle to, you know, to maintain on, keep on the road, and as a classic. It's nice to see some of these slightly more untraditional vehicles being kept. I mean, you could visit 50 car shows and never see another one of those. Whereas a very good looking Capri 2.8 injection, as beautiful as they are, you'll probably see one or two of these. Yeah, it's a nice looking one. Got the old pepper pot wheels there. Rover P6, the 2200 TC. TC being twin carb. Triumph Stag, matching blue fabric roof, nice blue metallic, and this one I've seen a couple of times before, but is about as good a Ford Capri 3 litre GT as you'll ever see. Gleaming black. Got the good old Ross style wheels. Rover 75, the V6 version. Volkswagen Golf Cabriolet, Mark 1. Triumph 2500 TC. Now that I would imagine started life as a minivan. That has got the correct grille, built in with the front panel. Someone has cut out the side panels. That's a Scout. I guess that's a variant of a mini moke style vehicle. Morris 1000 two-door. Nice looking car. And a good old Rover 200 series. Looking very original. Austin, Cambridge. Of course, that was the sister car to the Morris Oxford. It's my friend's very good looking Mini Red Hot. Jaguar XK 150. A Bentley Brooklands. TBR Chimera. A fairly modern Camaro. That's an interesting one. The MG Maestro EFI. That'll have the 2-litre injection. Dating back to about the, I guess, the 87. Mini Cooper. Owners are hard at work polishing off all those raindrops. Hopefully it won't be in vain. Today I've brought out the 106, obviously because it's a little bit inclement weather-wise. It's a bit more suitable than the midget. Austin Allegro. Definitely some nice cars from the Austin Rover British Leyland stable today. Alvis. Morris Cowley. Classic Mini. Not sure what variation that is, but that's an Austin. Not sure about the blue one. Now this is a good looking car. This is a Ford Squire. Split tailgate, got the top half look going upwards and the bottom hinges down. It's a great looking car.
Again, I went down to, when I went down to Exeter that one night, you came down to the site, and all of a sudden I was getting viewed, and you came in, and you told her, I know her.
Another nice looking Mini Cooper. Rather pleasant looking Riley Elf. Of course there was a Wolseley Hornet as well. Nice looking Riley. Triumph 2000 TC version. Austin A 30. I was going to say 35, but it's a 30. Got the chrome grille, smaller rear window. In theory would have a smaller capacity engine. Good looking Honda Civic VTI. A lot of these sort of 90s cars now becoming very common sight at car shows. We've got a very, very good looking Rover SD1 Vitesse. It really is probably as good as example as you'll see. I guess that's probably a Wolseley 1500. As I sense the spots of rain beginning to come down. Well, the badge says Aston Martin. I must admit, my knowledge of that would be exceptionally vague. This is an interesting looking car. It's BMW. It's a 2000 CS. That's a very interesting. It's a shame we got the banner, the tape flapping everywhere. That's a very good looking car. Volkswagen Camper, and that's an MG M-Type. That's the midget. I think that car dates round the 1929 area. Rover P5. Very chunky, but actually quite sleek coupe. Obviously got the fantastically popular Rover V8 engine.
So how do you get the organising?
Ford RS 2000. Regular viewers will probably recognise this one as being a regular feature. I did get a chance to speak to the gentleman probably a couple of months ago now, and he's owned this pretty much most of its life. I think he bought it as a young car, probably something like 3 years old, and it's absolutely spotless, and it goes to all the shows regardless of weather, so it's not wrapped up in cotton wool. Ford console. Great looking car, and this back end of the roof swept back fins. Another good looking Morris Cowley. That's another Morris 8. Not too many owners brave enough to leave their windows down today. So this car I have seen once before, and it is described as Morris Minor Family Saloon. Looks like a very large Austin 7. Jaguar Mark II. Seen this one a few times. It's got the 3.4. Beautiful car. Classic wire wheels. Audi TT, the Quattro version. Chap I know owns this one. This is a lovely car. 1991 Ford Fiesta 1.1 Popular. Absolutely out of the box. Anything that needs doing to it, this chap does it. Cosmetic or mechanical. Seen this car win a few prizes at shows. Rover 100 Knightsbridge. P registered, which must be around the 96. Obviously this is the car that followed on from the Metro. Jaguar XJ. XJ6. The much seen Rover Coupe. This is one that attends most shows. Next to it we've got Datsun 180B. Complete with picnic table and kettle. Triumph TR4. You can probably hear the tractors grumbling away in the background. We do like the Datsun 180B. We also like this Triumph TR4, it's a good looking car. Now we won't get to look under the bonnet of this one, but this is a Ford Anglia in a fairly standard looking format. Got those slightly wider banded steel wheels, but under the bonnet hides I think it was probably like a Focus ST engine or something. Got to be the ultimate sleeper, I would think. I mean, inside it's absolutely original. They've not been tempted to put in bucket seats or anything crazy. MGB Tourer. I'm quite fascinated, as many of you know, I've got an MG Midget and I fancy a luggage rack. And I keep seeing this type here, but of course it's screwed right through the boot lid. I just feel a little bit reluctant to start drilling holes, because once it's on there, it's not coming off again. Not without major paintwork. MGB GT. Next to it we've got Datsun 180B. Complete with picnic table and kettle. It's a Jaguar XK 150. Saab Turbo. Brilliant. Thank you for that.
Okay. Different anyway, isn't it?
Different. Apparently the gentleman's history of Saab automobiles in model form. Thank you. Kind chap. Iconic Datsun 240Z in the green. Very, very good. Good looking car. And here we have a Reliant Robin van version. Named Piggy. Owned since 2020. What a great, interesting little vehicle to own. If you fancy something a bit different. I think this is an Opel Royale. Must admit, I'm not 100% sure on that. I mean, you've got versions like the Royale, the Monza. This is obviously an Opel variant, GSE. The Series 1 Land Rover. It's coming on to a few Land Rovers here. I'm guessing that's probably a Series 2. Not 100% sure what the difference between a 2 and a 2A is. Another Series 1. I think I've said before, instantly recognisable with those extended door frames. Good old Toyota pickup. This gentleman kindly opened the bonnet of this one earlier. This is a Ford Cortina Mark II, obviously. 1.3. It's got the pre-crossflow engine. The super original vehicle. Beautiful condition, immaculate. Defender. An Aston Martin. Don't know a huge amount about the modern Aston Martins, but nice to see it at the show. Fantastic looking Cadillac. Discussing with a colleague what sort of garage you would need to own to house something like this vehicle. Those huge whale tails, fins on the rear end. Great looking car. Don't suppose your local motor factor is going to be able to supply you a lot of parts for it. And another Series 1 Land Rover. It's a very nice one, very tidy. The Hillman Husky. Little two-door estate car, and the post office telephones minivan. I've seen this one quite a few times before. Had the same owner, I think, from way back. I think it's something like 1969. Had to restore it at some point. Well, that's it for the classic cars. So I'm going to have a quick look at a few of the other things, like the stationary engines. There is a military car display or military vehicle display, tractors, and just a general little bit of footage of what's going on at the show, just to give people an idea should they be thinking of coming here in the future. Thanks once again, and look forward to seeing you on the next one. Gotta love the miniature traction engine. Small replicas of the big versions. Interesting water wheel being run by this one. I suppose it's a job to think of something novel for these little engines to do that make it interesting for people coming and having a look at them. They certainly have a fairly big following. Just about every show, every country show you go to, you'll find a lineup of these stationary engines. Great old spanner display, Lister. This one's pumping water. Sun shining here at the moment, which is great. Little display of military vehicles. Guess this is a classic Willys Jeep. Morris 10 hiding there amongst the military vehicles. RN displayed on the door, which I guess are referring to Royal Navy.
This year we're presenting prizes for the best unrestored tractor and the best restored tractor. So this is where, I'm not quite sure, I think we've got 25 tractors here, something like that, 29 tractors here. So there's going to be at least, well, 27 people that aren't going to be very happy to go. That's right. So we'll let them all get in line, and it's so nice to see so many of these. Of course, these are what replaced the horse, don't forget. And yeah, it's really, from my point of view, it's quite difficult to get this absolutely right. So. Well, let them get in line. So that's the fully unrestored tractor, right? Okay. So just let them finish. We've got a lot of. I'm not quite sure where to go with this. And I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the unusual tractor because there are not many of them, and they fascinate me. And Harry Ferguson and Henry Ford. So this is the best restored tractor. And again, it's in
Hopefully
my opinion,
you can hear me. So
I just like
the tractors are all in the show ring.
So it's the rarity. Brilliant. Well done. Everybody, give them a round of applause. Everybody deserves it. Everybody puts a lot of effort into coming here to these tractors. And yeah. Oh dear. You see, this is the trouble. I said to you there'll be 27 unhappy people, but everybody's going to get a reset today, and I thank them for bringing their tractors here, because there's a lot of work involved in getting them here, doing all the sort of jobs, looking after them, the original ones, the ones that don't have the model number on the side, which completely confuses me, but there. Everybody that's taken part, and then we'll see what happens.